This is one of my mini vlogs. This is going to be the first of my mini vlogs, actually. And these are just going to be directly uploaded content with no editing that just kind of fill in the gaps between full produced episodes. And so I wanted to do a quick little vlog about all the new stuff that I've put on my bike. Because I mentioned it in another episode, and I went over it, but I didn't really go into detail about it. So the first thing was this cruise control over here. I think you can see it pretty well. It's called a breakaway cruise control, and it was originally designed for cruisers, but a lot of people started using them on sports bikes. And they make them for almost every size bar except for 2-inch sized bars. And they unfortunately don't work with heated grips. You can kind of get them to work with heated grips, I hear, but it doesn't really work very well. But one of the big benefits of it is that it has this little thing back here, and normally there's a little ramp, and when you pull the front brake, it'll disengage the cruise control. It'll push it down on this. One second. It'll push it down on that and disengage the cruise control. So, if you don't have that, you can use this button here. I really wish I did have that, because then, it would be easier to stop. I don't have to hit this before grabbing the bar. What I do usually is I turn all the way down, but then when I come to a stop sign, I forget to turn it back on, and I'm like, well, why can't I accelerate? Like, what's going on? Yeah, it's I like it. It's good. I'm 3D printing a new piece because the old one didn't really work very well. It just wasn't. It wasn't steep enough. It wasn't tall enough. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm working on making a new one. I have a shape that I like, but at some point, I don't know what happened, but the original piece got lost, and I needed to put the holes in it, and for the bolt and the screw, so I needed to measure those, and I lost it. I was just testing out shapes, and I somehow lost the piece. So they're sending me a new one for free, let's see what else. I had the horn. I got a new horn because someone almost hit me in New York City, which I didn't appreciate because they didn't hear my horn. They didn't see me. I don't know what happened, but they thought they were clear to move over, and I honked at them, and they just wouldn't stop. So I got another horn that's a little bit louder. I showed you before, but I'll show you again, probably at a slower speed. This is a really, really loud horn. It's 186 decibels, I think, at 3 feet. I do have to do a couple modifications to it, like everything else. Because when I grab a front brake really hard, it'll hit the front fender and kind of rub the fender against the tire, and it just makes a noise. It doesn't hurt my stopping distance or anything. It's just a noise problem, and it kind of, it'll eventually wear away at the fender and heat it up and misshape it, because it's only ABS plastic. So it is something I do need to take care of, but it's not something that's dangerous, really. So I need to make a new bracket that'll hold it closer to the radiator, and I need to shave a little bit off of the flared out piece. It might make it a little bit quieter, but I don't think by very much. It's kind of like a trumpet. It's got that big flared out side that lets the air come out faster, creating more noise. I'm gonna turn left here. Yeah, so that's the air horn. And see, there's no one really around me, but I'll do it when I get on that road. Oh, there's someone behind me. But here you go. Yeah, that's loud. It's like, it kind of scares me when I hit it. So, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, and the tank bag, which I kind of showed you, turns into a backpack, and it's like 25 liters or something like that. So, it's definitely a good accompaniment with my tail bag. And if you follow my Twitter, which I'm starting to do, then you will see that it's what was I gonna say? Completely blank. Yeah, you'll see that it's a pretty big bag, and it accompanies my Givi 60-liter tail bag pretty nicely. Yeah, so that's the end of that. I'll probably do I'll leave the camera running, and I mean, I say it's not edited, but I just do it in, like, since I'm on vacation, I don't have my computer with me. I didn't bring my laptop, so I'm gonna edit it on my phone or my mom's computer. I don't know. Maybe I'll just use the Google Web Editor, and we'll see. But I'll just leave this on, and I'll give you some clips of some good turns that I find along the way. I kind of know that this road's twisty. I went on a ride on it yesterday with a friend, but oh, I thought that was a stop sign for us. Whoopsies. I know that it's twisty because I went for a ride on it yesterday, but I didn't really know. We were going pretty slow. So, because my friend's on it. My friend rides a cruiser, which I'm probably going to ride, and you're going to see a mini vlog tomorrow about. So, yeah. Alright, enjoy. Oh yeah, Twitter. At Ride with Derek. I don't really have many followers. All my followers are my family. But, you know, eventually we can have, sorry, I have a little bit of a cold right now. I'm trying to keep the sniffling out of production, but this is not a production video, so, but yeah, it's mostly my family, but it would be awesome if some viewers were to subscribe. I might do an Instagram, but I'm probably just gonna stick with Twitter. I don't really see the point in both. I already don't really like using Twitter, and it feels weird when I have to use it. I'm just not very. I'm not a fan of Twitter. You know, that's it. Not even that much of a fan of Facebook. I'm in the habit of using it. And oh look, I've seen this STI around a couple times. It's pretty. I like the STI. We're both going. I've seen them go up the road that we're on right now. That we're staying on. So I think we might be headed in the same direction. In fact, I'm sure we are.